What's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? It is day 4, also known as the day before match day, the day before the grand finale. It is match day eve. You are watching Black Girl White Coat. Welcome to my channel. To all my newcomers, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. To everybody who stayed tuned to Match Week, the series, from day 1 to now day 4. I want to say thank you and welcome back to you guys as well. As you can tell, I'm excited. I'm kind of jittery. I've been jittery since like last night. Okay, so today is March 19th, Thursday. It is currently 10:57 a.m. so it's about to be 11 a.m. So far today, I've done my morning routine. I woke up early, like 7 o'clock, around 7, which is normal for me, like I said. And I'm supposed to be doing first 15. This is for y'all who think I'm perfect or like the perfect Christian and whatever. I'm really not. I'm supposed to be doing the first 15 thing. Our pastor at Hope City here in Houston challenged us. Oh, one of you guys commented on my video. Our pastor challenged us to dedicate the first 15 minutes from the point that we open our eyes to 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of devotion or Bible reading, and 5 minutes of worship music. I've fallen off, I'm not gonna lie, I've fallen off. But eventually I got up and I was able to get a home workout in using the Nike training app, that green app right there. Click that, click that. That's the Nike training app. So I did 2 workouts from here this morning. I did the upper body core blend and the 5-minute plank finisher. And then I just finished my Bible reading, my devotion and prayer time and quiet time and all that stuff. So that's where we are now. I do want to say, add a little, insert a little encouragement. I was challenged, not challenged, but encouraged to start reading the Bible daily, instead of just relying on sermons, instead of just relying on, devotional apps and stuff like that. I was challenged to actually read the Bible for myself, and for some reason that was like novel information, like that was groundbreaking to me. It shouldn't be. We should be reading the Bible for ourselves, so we know, like, when people present us with information, we're able to offer rebuttals and like truths based on the knowledge that we have from what we read. So I was encouraged to start reading the Bible for myself, and I was encouraged to start with the I don't know how to read this. I don't know how to pronounce this, but their Bible reading plan. Printout looks like, if y'all can see that. That's my little insert for Bible reading, for faith development and growing spiritually on this whole journey. Today, what's on the schedule is we are going to talk about plans for tomorrow. I'm going to run around and try to get some stuff secured. And my cousin Bianca, who y'all saw in the day one vlog, she should be coming over to help me set up or just spend some time with me so I don't go crazy tonight. You guys, so I'm back. So let's talk about match day tomorrow. Match day tomorrow. Match day tomorrow. Everything is fine. So my match day, I've decided, is going to be here in my apartment. I'll do an apartment tour later. It's gonna be here in my apartment. It's gonna be maybe 8 people maximum, friends and family, close friends and family, and just everyone that has, not everyone, but a lot of people. The people here are people who have played significant roles in my life or in this journey with me. Unfortunately, I won't be able to celebrate with my medical school friends, which sucks the most, but we will definitely be calling each other, texting each other, updating each other on what's happening once we are done with our family and our friends. So today I'm gonna go order some food, probably some like fajitas or tacos or something, like a tray for everybody that'll be here tomorrow. And then I have cupcakes ordered from Crave, and I need to get drinks and silverware and plates and stuff like that. So yeah, something small in the apartment. The sad news about tomorrow is that my dad won't be here. I think I mentioned this earlier. My dad works back and forth between America and between the US and Nigeria. He also spends some time in like Saudi Arabia. He spends some time in the UK. So his year is pretty broken up, and you can really never know, depending on meetings and stuff like that, where he's gonna be at what time. But the plan was always for him to be here for a match day and for graduation, of course. So right now he's in Nigeria, and the plan, even up to maybe 4 days ago, the plan was still to come. He had his tickets. He bought his first ticket from Nigeria to Houston on, I think, British Airways or Lufthansa, and they canceled it. They sent him an email and they canceled the ticket for him. He said, okay, I'm gonna keep trying. He bought his second ticket with British Airways, and then they ended up canceling it too, just because of everything that's been going on. And then he still was gonna buy another ticket through Delta to get from Nigeria to Houston, and just decided and came to a mutual agreement that being in the airport in this climate, in these times, is probably not the best thing. That's kind of disappointing, but there's nothing I can do to change that. Thank God for technology and where we are in 2020. We will Skype him in or WhatsApp video him into the whole thing. And the other thing I wanted to announce and say, hopefully you guys watch this video on time tonight when it's posted, or tomorrow morning, but I will be going live for match day, y'all. So here's how it's gonna work. The NRMP, which is the national rank people, the people that are controlling the match process, I don't know why I'm holding this. The people that are controlling the match process tomorrow, because of everything that's going on, they have switched it to email. Originally, the email with your placement or whatever was supposed to go out at 1 o'clock Eastern time, which is 12 o'clock my time here in Houston. They now changed it as of yesterday to being released earlier. So instead of being released at noon, it's gonna be here at 11 a.m. Okay? I felt like that would be too much to ask other people to be here at 11 a.m. So I just kept it at noon, and I just said, everybody be here by noon, please be on time, yada, yada, yada. That means I'm gonna be sitting on that email. That means the whole nation is gonna be posting about their matches and where they're going, and they're gonna be celebrating a whole hour before I actually even begin to, you know, have my family gather in my home. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be very interesting. I've already turned off my notifications, like I said, since Monday, or since Sunday actually. Turned off my email notifications to my watch so I don't get any, there's nothing that can happen. It's gonna be pretty intense, but I will not open it until everybody who said, all 8 people who said that they will be here, are here in my apartment, so that we can actually go through this together, and my dad is connected via internet or whatever. So yeah, gonna be going live. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous, y'all. Like, match day. I know that I have a job now, but I just don't know where. And this is everything that we worked for. This is a big day for all 4th years, all medical graduates across the nation right now. And it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. It's nerve-wracking, but it's exciting. So I'm back. I went to the grocery store. Update on how my day, it's about to be 1 p.m. Update on how my day is going since I left you guys. I called my cousin to see what time she was coming over today, and I told her what I needed from the grocery store, what I was gonna go get from the grocery store, and she told me that she got me balloons, and I started crying. Listen. Why did I cry? I don't know. Why did the thought of her bringing me balloons make me cry? Who knows? And then I got some stuff from Target to kind of spruce up the apartment and to prepare for the food that I ordered and the cupcakes that I ordered. So with these groceries up, I'm gonna head downstairs to get a pedicure, and then I will be back to clean my apartment, and then I'll give you guys that apartment tour that I promised yesterday. If we're gonna start at the front door, this is the entrance. I love natural light, so my windows stay open. This is the living room, which you can come over here. Somebody asked for this. I'm not doing this randomly if this seems random. Somebody asked for this a while, like when I say a while, I mean over 6 to 8 months ago, and I never did it, but I figured I'd do it now since it'll be on live tomorrow. And then that's a vision board. Me and two of my close friends, Julie and Brittany. Brittany you met on day one vlog and you guys love her. And then Julie's one of the girls we called on the phone while we were at Snooze eating brunch. On, what was this? This was like last weekend. Yeah, this past weekend we made this vision board. Because we decided that 2020 needed a do-over and needed to be restarted. So we effectively restarted 2020 last weekend, although this week hasn't proven to be much better. All right, we back at it again. It is 3:31. Nerves have calmed down. I'm no longer bursting into tears. I'm no longer sad about things that are outside of my control, but I feel pretty good right now, pretty mellow. Since the mash got bumped up an hour, before I said I was gonna wait and keep it at noon and just like be okay with that hour, you know, difference. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I texted my family and friends and I was like, hey, look, please try to be here at 11. I suspect we won't actually read anything or open anything till 11:30, but we'll see. Around 11:30, around 11, hopefully I get to, hopefully everybody's here that's gonna be here and I can open the email. And again, like I said, if you missed the big reveal earlier, it wasn't that big. If you missed the big reveal earlier, I will be going live. Starting around 11 a.m., or maybe like 10:45-ish, 10:45 a.m. tomorrow. I will go live on Instagram on my Black Girl White Coat page. What I wanted to talk to you guys about now was 4th year. So I've gotten a lot of questions about med school in general and like asking me to break it down. I guess to talk about 4th year, I have to talk about what the other years are. So 1st and 2nd year in most curriculums are your preclinical years. During preclinical years, you are in a classroom a majority of the time. Although a lot of curriculums are now trying to get their medical students in the clinics, in the hospitals, on wards with residents and attendings earlier, you spend most of your time in a classroom. And what you are preparing for 1st and 2nd year is step 1. USMLE step 1 comes at the end of 2nd year, and it is your transition, it's your bridge from year 2, being an MS2 to being an MS3. So transitioning from those preclinical years to your clinical years. That's what USMLE step 1 is. 3rd year is super clinical heavy, so or super clinic heavy. So those are your clinical years, 3rd and 4th year. You are spending all your time, majority of your time, in the hospital, in clinics if you're outpatient, but you are seeing patients, you're working with residents and attendings, you are truly learning what it is gonna be like to be a physician in the various specialties. So you finish that 3rd year, and then your bridge from 3rd year to 4th year, most times is USMLE step 2, CK. So there are 2 steps to USMLE step 2. CK is clinical knowledge, which is similar to step 1 in the fact that it's a written, you know, super long multiple choice test, and you take that at some testing center, whatever. And step 2 in general is known to be easier than step 1 because it is clinical knowledge. It's like patient presentation based, not really like Krebs cycle and glycolysis and stuff like that, which is on step 1. So you take CK usually between 3rd and 4th year, and then you can schedule CS, which is clinical skills, whenever you want. USMLE step 2 CS is a test that is like your OSCE or your CCSC or whatever schools are calling it. It's when you have standardized patients and you go from room to room. You have like 15 minutes with each patient. You are supposed to see them in a professional manner, be empathetic with them, treat them as you would a real patient, see and diagnose their issues, and let them know what the treatment plan is and all that stuff. So you're graded on a multitude of things, but people are looking at your patient, like the physician-patient interaction, and also tying that in with some clinical knowledge. Otherwise, 4th year, which is really supposed to be the topic of this conversation, 4th year is the golden year, I must say. 4th year is a golden year. So for me, 4th year looked like taking step 2 at the very beginning, step 2 CS, and then I went straight into my sub-I, which is A sub-I is a sub-internship. It's when fourth years are rotating in the clinical specialty that they plan on pursuing after medical school. Of course, mine was emergency medicine. I went into my sub-I, they're also known as AIs or acting internships. I did my first one here at my school in Texas, in Houston. And then I went to, where'd I go next? I went to Atlanta to do my second one at Emory. And these are called away rotations or away sub-Is, away AIs. And then after 4 weeks at Emory, I did 4 weeks in Minneapolis at Hennepin County, up there in Minnesota. Really, an AI and a sub-I, you're gonna have the most responsibilities that you'll ever have as a medical student, and I loved it. And that was just more confirmation, you know, that EM was really what I was supposed to be going into. So after you get back from your aways, usually what you do is you have some elective requirements from your medical school. We had our requirements and I started going through those. It's 4-week blocks, and so that was pretty easy, stuff that you had to do. It's around this time where you begin to check out of fourth year and you're just ready for applications, you're ready for interviews, and you're ready just to be over with it. So then ERAS opens, which is the application system, the application portal for residency programs. Submit your applications to as many programs as you want to. I believe I applied to 50 emergency medicine programs, and I would say 40 to 60. Some people get even higher. That's about a good number for EM, or that's the number that I've been hearing for EM. My best advice for a fourth year student, for a medical student that is going into fourth year or will soon be a fourth year, whatever, save money or you will be taking out another loan, because fourth year interview season is so expensive. Like, you need to have a Southwest card or some other card that gives you flyer miles, so that'll be clutch. But you also need to have a fund, because these plane flights, these hotel stays, all this stuff is not for the free. So my best advice would be to save, to have some sort of separate, you know, idea or budget for interview season. Interview season also gets very tiring. You get sick during interview season. It does get a little exhausting, and everybody knows that. The people that are interviewing you know that it's exhausting. The people that you meet on the interview trail know that it's exhausting. So you're not alone in that. It does get tiring, so just keep that in mind. There's really no way to prepare for it, but just go and tackle it with, you know, self-care at the top of your list. So I know that a mistake that I would never advise anybody else to do is I took an interview and I wanted to be cheap. I wanted to save money. So what I did was fly out to the city, which is not near Houston. I flew out to that city in the morning. I had my interview in the afternoon, and I flew back that evening. When I tell you I was tired, I had a migraine, everything. It was not good. I never did it again after that, and I wouldn't advise it to anybody else. Like, spend the extra coin, or hack. You can always email the program coordinator, email the program, no, not the program director, the program coordinator, and see if they have any residents who are taking in students who are willing to house and provide accommodation for interviewees. And then the remainder of fourth year, so long as you're done with interviews, so long as you're done with step 2 CS and CK, so long as you're done with your school electives, you are free, okay? You're free. And that's why fourth year is such a great time. You plan travel, you plan family time, vacation time, leisure time. This is when you accomplish those things you always wanted to accomplish, you know, you always wanted to do when you created the perfect balance in medical school. Fourth year is the time you actually do it, okay? You lose weight, you go to a gym, you take classes in something. Fourth year is a great time.
End my vlog.
Is that camera on me?
Yeah, you're the outro.
Coronavirus.
Bianca's studying for her MCAT, which was now postponed due to what?
Coronavirus.
Good job.
Ooh.
So yeah. So say bye. We're wrapping up this vlog. It's match day eve, and
Catch us crying in the morning.
how do you feel about matching tomorrow?
Oh my God, I feel like I've worked so hard, like, you know, a million years of schooling for this. Like, Sandra did it, but it was really me.
Bianca.
I was there with her, shooting in the gym.
Okay,
like,
on that note.
Am I lying?
Say bye.
And, yeah, so we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.